Hello, assalamualaikum, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. Welcome back. You know who it is. I'm BOSSI NIQABI, back at it again with another video. To everyone that's new here, welcome. Definitely click on the subscriber button and the bell to get those notifications in ASAP. If you are new here, as in you have just subscribed from last month, welcome. We got some really good numbers, and I'm really flattered by everyone joining me here today. If you're a regular OG, you know what it is. Big shout out to you. You are appreciated because you've been here since the beginning. So everyone else, welcome. Let's get into it. Alrighty. We are finally in the month of December. We are 1 month away from 2021. And although I do not celebrate the New Year's, I realize a lot of people do, and they make these things called resolutions as of the first of the month. And then they expect it to follow through, but it doesn't. In 2 weeks it crashes. Since we're 1 month away from screaming Jumanji at the top of our lungs, we need to do some changes in our lifestyles. The resolutions are not to be started in January. You should actually start them now. Why do I say that? Because now is the time to build the habits so that when January comes, you can say, yes, I've done this all of last month. I'm going to continue this. And this should be done every month. But we're 1 month away from January. So let's take advantage. Now is the time to decide the life that you want and to create it. It is your time to build your dream world, your dream life. Now that we are post-quarantine, the pandemic is still upon us. They're still shutting down places. It's Toronto, we're on lockdown right now. Why not make some changes that'll better your life in the long run? It's the new normal, everyone's calling it the new normal. Well, we need to make the best of this new normal that we have. You have to think of different ways of working around it. So, with that being said, I don't really know what type of tips to tell you, but I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've done. And if you see my light flickering, yeah, because it's faulty ring light and I need to buy a new one. It's on the way, should be in the mail tomorrow, inshallah. Creating the life that I wanted, it's still a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. You know what, y'all? I'm sick and tired of looking like a hot mess in all my videos. Don't know why. Just this part always wants to fly away from my face. Anywho's. In a previous video, I had spoken about how to make your life better. 1 day at a time, obviously. But to make an actual change, you have to be in the right mindset. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you're always saying positive things, always being optimistic, always working towards your goals, you're going to start seeing some results. You can't just put pictures on a wall and say good things and stay in your room and expect things to happen. You have to put in the work. So if you're going to think negatively, you know, oh, my life has been so bad, nothing ever comes to me, nothing good happens. Well, you're going to just add this back into your life all the time. Even in Islam, we talk about always thinking good things, saying good things, looking forward to good things, and working towards your betterment. So I'm asking you to really shove this down your throat. And a really quick and easy step to do that is take out a pen and paper. Get your notebook. Let me get my notebook here. Get your notebook, okay? I would say and suggest that you get a new one. I have to buy a new one. But you have all this paper. Yeah, I have tons of notes over stuff that I just love writing down because my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour. You get your notebook, you write it down, you divide it in half, literally. Just put a line right through the middle. On the first half of it, what's going on? On the first half of it, I want you to write down everything that you want. From now to the next 6 months, these are the things that I want. This is the lifestyle I want to live. I want to see A, B, C, D. I don't care how obnoxious they are. This is what you want in the next 6 months. People say 5 years. No. We ain't got 5 years, okay? The quarantine alone was 6 months. We need to make up for all that lost time, okay? So, write down your little list. I don't care what you write down. Write it down. That's the things you want. Now, on the other side of the list, so you have your line. On the other side of it, I want you to write down everything that you are currently doing. Everything that you're doing. Now I want you to compare both sides of the list. And then I want you to adjust. What I mean by adjust, I want you to consciously think of the things that you're going to do to achieve these goals. So your everyday schedule, if you're used to just sleeping all day, social media all day, TikTok all day, and I'm guilty as well of doing these things. You know, you're not eating right. You are not doing the exercise that you want to do. You're not practicing your flexibility. Oh, I want to learn to do splits, for example. But you're not practicing your flexibility. You're not doing your mobility. You're not going to get there. So I want you to write down. I want you to adjust your list to what you got to do. Okay? That's step one. Step two, it's not difficult, really. You're sitting there. You're saying, well, okay, I've made the list already. I keep doing the same list. Now what? You need to ask yourself now, why? Why do I want to do this? What do I gain from doing these things? Okay? And now, if you're constantly saying, I want to do these things, but I'm not able to do it, and you figured out your why, and it's because you're not putting yourself first. You're putting everyone else first, but not you. Me as a single person, you know, I still, unfortunately, put everyone first. And I've put everyone first for the longest time. And whenever I've accomplished something, it was never for me. It was for the praise of people around me. And so for people out there who still, or who have that, it is going to be difficult for you to do something for yourself and to find your reason why. So I found a small solution, a little something that you can think about every time you want to put yourself to the side and put others ahead of you. And what I mean by put others ahead of you, it's to your own detriment, meaning it doesn't work for you, it works against you. I'm not saying if you're a mother and you have children that you're not going to put their needs ahead of your own. I understand the sacrifice that mothers do, because I have a lot of friends who are mothers. But you still need to think of yourself, because if you are showing up 100% as you, you'll be able to show up 100% into their lives as well. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You need to fill your cup. And what flows on the underside of it, over the ledge, that's what you give to others. Period. I want you to think about how you show up for others. I want you to think about how good you are to others. Oh, you give them gifts, you know, you think about them, you give them the time of day, you are forgiving, you know, you're understanding, you know, whenever you see them, you're a little bit down, you pick them back up, you know, you just like to show up and say hi and be nice. That's great. That's fantastic. You are awesome. And you are appreciated, at least by me. Now, I want you to take all those great things about yourself. The fact that you're present. The fact that you show up for others. The fact that you treat them with such kindness and compassion. I now want you to do that for yourself. I understand that you were taught not to do that for yourself, and that you are forever to be subservient to others, that you should serve others and put yourself aside. I understand this is what you were taught, and I'm not saying that it is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if it's destroying you as a person. It's a bad thing if you are unhappy doing these things. It's a bad thing if people are taking you for granted. And you feel these things in you. So you need to start serving yourself. Start making yourself happy. Start showing up for you. Start being kinder to yourself. You know, start being a little bit more understanding and compassionate. Start being more forgiving to yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, don't say, I don't like what I see. No. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to tell yourself every day good things about you. And the things that are the hardest to say, if you're going to look at your friend and she is going to say, oh, I don't like how I look today. But you're going to be like, no, girl, you look good. You fine. You clickety-clack. You got it together. I need for you to do the same for you. Period. We're going to go into self-love times 1,000,000 for ourselves. And it doesn't mean that you're going to switch up on your friends and stop doing it for your friends. Hey, if you want to, that's your business. but I want you to practice this for yourself. And it took a really long time for me to see it through that lens. Heck, it took a whole quarantine for me to do all this inner work, for me to be able to sit up here and say that I actually feel better because I took the time to love me. I need for you to take the time to love you. When you love yourself, the people who love you will appreciate it. Those who don't will be very adverse to your change because they're going to see this new shift in you as a person that is not going to benefit them. There's a lot of people out there that benefit off you hating yourself. A lot of people benefit off that because they know you will not have boundaries. You're going to be a people pleaser. You're going to do everything for their validation. And when you take those things away, they have no power. I want you to take this month and I want you to go find your power. If you haven't already found it, this is the month to do it in. This is the month where we're going to go from, I have an idea, to, hey, it seems like I can possibly do this, to, oh my gosh, this is hard. Maybe I should quit. We're not going to stay there and start over again. We're going to go to, I know this is hard, but I'm going to keep going anyways. Till we get to the promised land of what we want. That's what I want from you. Let me get in a little bit closer. Your thoughts, the way you think, create your reality. So you can be very understanding and still be positive. Be understanding of where you are and still be optimistic to see better. You are allowed to be your best self and still be a work in progress. So every day, show up as your best self. And you're gonna have down days. I get it, but we're gonna honor those down days. We're gonna feel the full motion of those down days. It doesn't mean those down days are gonna last forever. It's just like, you know, bad weather outside. It doesn't rain every day. So you're gonna have a little bit of a rainy day. The next day, might be a bit cloudy. Might rain some more, but eventually the sun's gonna come back. So that's what we're going on. We need to get through this kind of like mental roadblock that we all have. I want what's best for you. And as Bossy Niqabi, I will not sit back and enjoy people's downfall. I won't. I want you to be the best version of yourself. I want you to say, I went from the bottom, now I'm here. That's what I want to see. I want everyone to have a little success story. But this month, this is the month we're going to make it happen. And, you know, you don't need to take off everything. Sorry, you don't need to take on everything in one big bite. Baby steps. Set your goals. This month, this is what I want to accomplish. The month after, we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But this month, this is what we're doing. And the 6-month period, this is ultimately the goals that I want to have accomplished. But this month of December, this is what I want. So if you're seeing this video now, go make a list of things that you want, the results, the goals, the things that you want to see within 6 months' time. You know, oh, you're having problems with money? Go read some books on how to budget. Go become financially literate. Something that they don't really preach much. They should, but, you know, go do it yourself. Don't wait on somebody to hand out things to you. Go out there and get it yourself. This is the month to create your life. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna save you. This is 100% your responsibility, sis. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this here for now. And I'm gonna let you think about it. Comment down below what you thought. Because I love seeing comments and it really does help me. So I don't want to hear, oh, this is a great video. Thank you that this is a great video. But that's besides the point. Comment down below. Like this video if you found that it was good for you. If it motivated you, if it inspired you, if it helped you in which way, like the video. Share it with others. Share it on Twitter. Share it on other platforms. That works. And last but not least, I checked my analytical stuff. All the numbers. Turns out that a little bit over 40% of you are watching these videos, but you're not subscribed yet. So, there's a little red button. You're going to click on it. It says subscribe. And then next to it, you're going to see a bell. You're going to click on that too. because that's the notification button. So every time there's a video that pops up, you'll see it. You'll be the first to know. Before I go, I just want to leave you with this. I want you to fully understand that you are blessed and you are highly favored and great things are going to happen to you. So, if you're having a bad day, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to cry or are you going to boss up? Stay grateful. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.